Alright, what's going on, guys? You got Wet Eddie, Justin, whatever you people want to call me back. And I have my week 2 match for the WCBL Season 5. And I'm playing at Dax. One a good friend of mine, very good friend. We've gotten pretty close as of recent. And met him in CPL, and now we're here. And he's in for Season 5 here. I think he was in Season 4 as well, but like I said in the last video, Season 4 wasn't the greatest. But hey, we're here now. And so Dax has a very, very scary team. I actually ranked him. I did PRs with Kylo, and I actually ranked his team as one of the tops in Indigo. And this is week 2, which is an interdivisional week. So every other week we have divisional and interdivisional. And I'm in Evergrande, he's in Indigo. And his team consists of like Moltres, Cart, Suicunes, Zygarde. He has a Mega Arrow, he's got Florges, he's got Ashgren, he's got a bunch of threats. Like, obviously I just named pretty much his whole team right in front of us, but like he has a lot of other threats that are like really potent to prep against. So the one mon that like insanely destroyed my team was Greninja. And because if he ran like Gunk Shot, Ice Beam, Hydro, Dark Pulse, it covered my entire team. And if he was Life Orb, Protean, it destroyed me. Like, and he has Protean Grin, because this is, we're like allowing like we're allowing a bunch of not super busted, but like busted mons. I have like Aegislash, so I knew that was going to be a problem, so I have a lot of sets here that are specifically just for that thing. And I'm really just kind of banking on Hyper Offense here and my Gyarados to be able to take care of that thing, because Gyarados is really the only thing that can take hits, because I'm max HP and I can dish out a lot of damage back, because it's Mega Gyarados. So we're just going to go ahead and hop right into the battle. And looking at the team matchup, I knew that if he had a Scarfer, it was going to be Card or Moltres, but I didn't really think he was going to run Moltres because it's Z, and he's not Z-Card, or no, he's not Z-Card. So I knew probably Kartana was going to be Scarfer, because if you look at my team, if he like takes care of my Aegislash, then the Kartana goes in versus my team, and of course if like Crobat's low. But yeah, so I make a couple misplays in the middle of this game, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I lead off with Crobat because I figured that his whole team, even if Kartana was Scarf, I would be able to live a hit. So this is in my favorable best lead. So, and I'm also Z Sky Strike, so if you wanted to lead Florges or anything else, it literally just, he doesn't have a flying resist. So Z is going to do something to a lot of things. So this first turn, he makes an amazing play. And as I U-turn out, because I'm not going to stand because I can't kill this thing, and I don't want him to be like banded and then hit me with 1,000 arrows, and then it's just not going to look good for me, because it'll do a lot of damage, because I'm more so offensively invested than I am defensive. I have a little bit of HP investment, but not too much. So I go into Gyarados here, and he glares me. So turn 1, I know, like, this man just glared my Gyarados, which is a really good threat to his team if I was able to get up a DD or one or the other. So that's actually pretty unfortunate for me. So he glares me, and then he's going to go out into Florges. And right here I was like, I'm going to take this opportunity to go out into my defensive clef and try and get rocks up, because I didn't feel like he was going to go double right out into Cart. One, because I could like Mega Evolve and Crunch, and that would do a lot to that. And I also had answers to it, being Aegislash, I have Crobat, and I also have like faster mons. Like you'll see I have Scarf Jolteon for mons like Kartana. So I was like, alright, I'm just going to make a middle ground play, go into my clef here. It doesn't hurt me, and I'm just going to lay up my rocks. So that's exactly what happens. Lay up my rocks as he goes out into Moltres. Fire blasts me. I also have some def investment, and that doesn't do that much, and I get a Calm Mind up. So this one's not going to do a lot. The next one, so I'm just going to Moonlight here because he fire blasts me again. Go ahead and Moonlight up, and now I can take 2, and I can just fire off a Moonblast here, because I didn't want to Calm Mind here, because I thought that he would think that I would have an opportunity to start setting up free Calm Mind, so that it would give him an opportunity to go into a Mon and just try and get advantage over me. So this is what I do. So I Moonblast here because I was like, it's my safest play, it's my best play, and it also covers if he wants to go to Kartana. So he actually does try and make the aggressive play here and goes to Kartana, thinking that maybe I would Calm Mind again and try and just be greedy. But no, I definitely want the damage I can get, because I had no reason to Calm Mind against the Moltres. I could just fire off and get damage, as he does go right out into Cart, and I do 72%, which is amazing. And here he makes a really good play. He just, he defogs here. He makes a really, this is a great play, because he knew I wouldn't stay in. So, great play on his part to get the rocks off the field. He actually did need that, because they destroyed his team. I get paralyzed there, which is fine. My head just crunched, but it's not that big of a deal. And here, he spikes up, and he actually reveals that he forgot to put Torrent on, or forgot to put Protean on his Grin during the prep, which is actually kind of unfortunate, but it actually didn't matter too much here, so you'll see. So I crunch, and unfortunately for him, I get a defense drop, which sucks a lot, but and I end up just killing him here this next turn, so it kind of mattered. And then I mean, obviously I'm just gonna, that low kick damage obviously would have mattered if he was if he had put Protean on, which kind of sucks for him, but and it wouldn't have allowed me to get this damage I got off on Zygarde, because it would have done at least 15% more. So here I'm able to just get a nice Ice Fang off against this Zygarde, and I'm just going to sack off my Gyarados. Doesn't really have any way to recover up. I don't have Rest, and I can't like DDD on any of these mons. Like, they all outspeed and kill me. So yeah. I'm just going to go out into Crobat here because the Brave Bird covers literally everything. Like I said, he doesn't have any flying resist, so every time I bring this thing in, something like takes a bunch of damage, unless he's just like going to go out into Coon every time. But I also have Z, so that should cover it. And right here, this is where I make the misplay that I was saying in the beginning. I was thinking if he was going to go straight out into Kartana, that he's not going to go, that he's going to go for a move that's going to kill me. Like, obviously Smart Strike's not going to kill me, Leaf Blade's not going to kill me. So I did a bit of an over-prediction here. I thought he'd went out to this because he was going to Psycho Cut me. So I got very scared, and I was like, yeah, I guess he could knock off. So, I mean, I do make a misplay here, and I just go into my Aegislash, and on what I proposed to be Psychic Cut, but he does just reveal to be knockoff. As you'll see, he does knockoff here, and it does a crap ton of damage. And based on my EVs and stuff, this thing is banded. Like, that's the reason why he brought it in. That is banded damage if I've ever seen it. So definitely banded cart, and now I see why he went out into it. Crobat definitely would have taken it. It would have just left me really low, and I wouldn't have been able to I wouldn't be able to recover up on a potential Skull Burn from Suicune, and I wouldn't have just been able to. Actually, I would have been able to roost up on Florges, or not been able to roost up on Moltres. So I would have had to get it in on Florges, but he ends up just he doesn't stand there because he doesn't want to get Shadow Sneak. And here I really thought about just like SDing up, but I really saw no point in it because I just didn't want to have him kill me and not have taken any damage. So I just decided to make the obvious play, just Shadow Sneak. It wasn't a good play, but I mean, it doesn't really going to affect the long-term game. So that happens, and here I thought that he might be Crocoon, so I was like, I'm fine without Shadow Sneaking here, and just Swords Dancing on this turn if he wants to Calm Mind up, so that I can get as much damage as possible to put him in range of Thunderbolt from Jolteon. So I'm just going to stay in here and just die, and it reveals to him, if he didn't Calm Mind there, I believe that his set is not Calm Mind. So here, I'm going to go into Jolteon, I'm going to try and get some momentum up here. I'm just going to Volt Switch because he's not going to stay in. And he goes on to Florges to get the Volt Switch off, and I'm going to go right out into my Crobat again. This thing is Adamant Brave Bird. I mean, this is going to be doing a lot of damage to anything he wants to bring. It ends up sacking Cart here, which is a fine play for him. And Cart goes down. And he ends up going Suicune here. Theoretically, I could have just U-turn right there. I don't know why I didn't just U-turn. That was a really stupid play on my part. But anyways, it's fine. And I just end up going right out into Clef. He scalds, and he does not burn me. And then this is where his prep is super phenomenal. He ends up Toxicking me here, which is fantastic because he knew I'd be unaware for his Crocoon, so he just runs Toxic and he doesn't even Calm Mind, which is a really good prep on his part. So I'm just going to Calm Mind again, and I want to get some good damage off on these things, but then I realize here I actually want to get my Stealth Rocks up because I don't want to allow this thing, once it switches out, when I bring my Jolteon back in, to come back in at full health because it's just going to be kind of a threat to all of my mons. So I just put the rocks up here, and he actually did a great job of preserving his Z the entire game, which is very, very good on his part. So he ends up Zing me here. Fair play. He actually outplayed me on this turn, and he's outplayed me on like a lot of these turns. But I go out into my Jolteon here, and I'm just going to fire off another Volt Switch because it's going to kill him if he stays in because this thing is offensive, it's not defensive. And I am modest because I don't have to run the extra speed because he doesn't really have that great of speed tiers outside of his Mega Arrow, which he did not bring, and I was Scarf for. So I'm just going to Volt Switch out here and just keep on whittling down this floor just without giving it any opportunity to get up a Wish. So Crobat's going to come out here, and now this thing is in Z Sky Strike range, so now I'm just going to drop my Z Sky Strike as he goes out into Coon. And this thing is going to take a ton of damage from this Z Sky Strike. It puts him, gets 55, that's like a mid-roll, and this Brave Bird actually is not going to kill him. I get a low roll, which is fine. You're just going to rest all of it up, and it's actually not going to matter that much. because I'm just gonna, I should have U-turned. Like, I don't know why I kept switching out when I knew I had U-turn. I'm just stupid, bruh. And then he actually ends up getting a Toxic here on the Sleep Talk, which is really unfortunate for me. So, and here I'm just gonna be able to Thunderbolt because it 2KOs everything now. Or it pretty much, like, this thing, had it not got Toxic, it would have just swept from here. But unfortunately, he did Toxic me. So, he goes out into this, and I know I can just drop some good damage on it. And that does so much. And he's asleep again. Thankfully for me, he does not get a, he does not get a, he's not going to Scald. It wouldn't have really mattered in the long term. I did want to just kind of like finish it off with Meloetta. But you'll see as we both double down here. I wanted to finish it with Meloetta because I Meloetta Pierrette, and I wanted to do it in style. I knew I could have just gotten the 2-0 because Crobat was adamant it would have killed at 51 because that's what Moltres would have came in on. But I just wanted to be cool, and it's actually going to cost me a differential point because you'll see he hits a Hurricane, he confuses me, and then he hits me in like a hidden confusion, which I'm like, okay. And then just Fire Blast knocks me out. What I would have done there is I just Relic Songed, and then I had Thunder Punch, so I kind of wanted to just end it in style, but unfortunately, that doesn't happen, and he just kills me, and then I'm like, alright, well, it's fine, like, Crobat kills anyway, so I just take a 1 differential win over Dax, and that's a GG to my boy. We haven't played in forever. I think the last time we played was CPL in like the very first game that I played in CPL. We played and he beat me. So yeah, I mean I'm just happy to play him and return the favor, so kind of I guess. But yeah, GG to my man Dax, and I'll catch y'all in the next week. Peace.